Well, another Friday, we've got to have a topic to talk about. And I was going to the 7-Eleven this morning where I like to get my coffee. Some people are ashamed of the fact that I love my coffee from 7-Eleven, but it's really good. And it made me think of a topic that's been coming up a lot lately. You know, people have been talking a lot about adaptive and evolving organisations. I think it's a really interesting topic. So I said to Caro, we're going to have a chat about it this afternoon, since it's Friday afternoon. And, you know, some of the key things that we think are representative of an adaptive and evolving organisation. And I'm going to use the 7-Eleven because obviously being a bit of a Kiwi, that's equivalent to a dairy for those from New Zealand. But it's been amazing watching over the last few months, but also the last few years, just the way they have adapted and evolved. You used to go to the petrol station, get your petrol, go and pay, get some lollies while you're there. But the coffee just amazes me now. Yeah. So it's like every morning. And the slushies, the coffees and the slushies,
and
right?
The donuts and the muffins and the sandwiches.
Yeah. Right. So now I'm really curious around what's the real driver, because I find people are turning up there in the morning. There's just queues for the coffee machine, right? Now, smart model, right? Because it's bringing people in. Yeah. So if we think of it from an organisational point of view, you know, there's key attributes that you see coming through there, right? The openness to try different things.
Yeah, absolutely. The customer centricity is probably a really big one. I mean, certainly where we are with that 7-Eleven is probably heaps of tradies, right? Heaps of tradies probably come into that one that you go into, and they've absolutely catered to the tradies. So they've totally been customer centric, and you see it now. Now what's happened in the 7-Elevens as well is they've got the little recycling the coffee cups out the front. So they've gone and understood the theme and need for us to recycle, and so now they've got their own sort of recycling and stuff. So they seem to be really clever in terms of that customer centricity, saying open and adaptable and really evolving with what the customers need as well. Yeah,
look, I totally agree, and really responsive, I think. So, you know, they're finding that, hey, people are coming in, they want more of this, and so they're responding to more of it. And in itself, it is evolving and reshaping, I would say, the business model,
operating model.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, so I mean, I think like anything else, if you're trying to be adaptable and evolving, you've still got to be thinking about all those components in your operating model and how you need to be and what they need to look like. But I think there's a couple of really key things. One is that mindset piece. So it's really about that open mindset to doing things differently, exploring differently. And that kind of leads to that innovation stuff, right? Because we're thinking openly. And I think the other thing that does get underestimated is the skill set. So sometimes you end up in an organisation that wants to be really adaptive but hasn't actually taught their people how to do that. And so we do all this work around mindset and values, and we're going to be adaptable and evolving, and we've got this great vision, but we haven't done anything to help people build some of those skills along the way. So really looking at the skill set's probably important for me as well.
Yeah, totally. And look, as I say, it's just one of those things I can't help but think about, and I think it's a great model to use, because I just look now and I'm constantly amazed at the amount of people lined up at the coffee machine. You know, so seriously, so what's driving them going there? Is it the coffee now, or is it what it was, you know, a few years ago? And so it just shows how our marketplaces and our organisations can change.
Yeah.
So anyway, a few thoughts from us on a Friday afternoon. Very important stuff, all about the coffee. It is in the afternoon, so there you go. Have a great weekend,
everyone. Have a great weekend.
And hope you enjoyed our Friday thoughts.
Fantastic.
Cheers.